Chapter 8, Saturday, July 15, 0650 hours. J.J. Lane was dreaming about bikinis. The pool deck was packed with them. You must be an actress, he said to a yellow one with stars on it. The girl reached out to him and smack! Will Greenfield's arm came down off the upper bunk, and the open hand slapped J.J. full in the face. The actor's son sat bolt upright, visions of swimsuits popping like soap bubbles before his bleary eyes. Bright sunshine shone down from the companionway. He checked his Rolex watch, a birthday gift from Madonna. 6:53. Huh. Radford usually had them up by 6. He heard the deep rumble of the captain's voice above them. Let them sleep, Mr. Radford. They were pretty sick yesterday, and they need their rest. You and I can get these sails up. Radford laughed. Sure can, Skipper, and we'll have an easier time of it than they do. J.J. heard the captain chuckle. Then he heard another sound, a power hum, and the scrape and squeak of a mechanical winch in operation. Frowning, he crept up the companionway and peered out on deck. The captain and mate were both in the cockpit, and the mainsail was rising, all by itself. He let himself drop to the deck of the cabin. Unbelievable! The other 3 boys stirred. More trouble? Will asked fearfully. J.J. was so angry he could barely speak. The captain and Radford, they're raising sails. Luke climbed down from his bunk. Just so long as we don't have to do it. They're raising sails automatically, J.J. exclaimed. There's a gizmo in the cockpit that does it like a garage door opener. Ian spoke up. You mean all that halyard work? For nothing, confirmed the actor's son. They could have done it with the touch of a button like they're doing this minute. Those jerks, Luke muttered. I'll bet Ratface is laughing inside every time we rip our hands hauling those ropes. It's probably CNC's policy, you know, learning teamwork by doing everything the old-fashioned way, Will put in. By suffering, Luke added. We can't let them get away with this, J.J. said tight-lipped. What can we do about it? Asked Ian. They're in charge and we're not. We have to do what they say. We can fight back, J.J. insisted. Luke glared at him. I don't like CNC, but it's better than jail, and that's where I go if I don't complete this trip. Don't even think about messing it up for me. Will struggled into his life jacket and pulled the straps tight around his back. That was the 4th time. 6 more to go, Radford's orders. Yesterday, Will had spent the entire day with the device on backward, and the punishment was to put it on and take it off 10 times in a row. Not like that! From behind, iron hands seized the ties and yanked them to strangulation level. It's supposed to be snug. Hey, that hurts. Perfect, Radford confirmed. If it's comfortable, it's on wrong. 10 more times, Archie. Will smoldered as the mate strode away. It was humiliating. Why wouldn't Radford let him do this in the privacy of the crew cabin? He had to be out here in front of everybody, even Lissa. She wasn't saying anything, but he could feel her scorn. She stood behind the wheel of the Phoenix, piloting the schooner through the waves. Captain Cascaden was at her side, beaming his approval. Wouldn't you know it? Out of the 6 of them, his sister was turning into the star sailing pupil, while he was the sweat hog in the back row, too stupid to figure out how to put on a life jacket. Look at her, chatting with the captain like they're old friends. A bitter taunt began to form in his mind, something like, Hey, Liz, make sure you don't slip in any of that barf from yesterday. But he didn't dare say it with Captain Cascaden right there. Besides, Lissa wasn't letting the seasickness bother her at all. Lissa, who had more reason to hate this trip than anybody, actually seemed to be liking it. I should have been an only child. The captain resumed his stance at the wheel, while Lissa began examining various gauges and dials on the control console. Yeah, right, thought Will, like she knows what she's looking at. He watched as his sister's features contracted into a frown. Captain, I forget. What does it mean when the barometer is falling so fast you can see it moving? The captain scanned the glassy sky to the west. The line of black clouds was as solid as a wall, stretching clear across the horizon.